Empowered speech. To speak from within, reaching out. To allow inner truth to flow and undergo a transformation in communication. To come from the core, in reverence and adoration. To melt the barriers and be fully open, unafraid, channeling subtle energy. No fraying at the edges, but profound, whole speech, touching the heart, imparting great wisdom, resonating roundly. To ride on the breath and recite, to ignite with life, shining out alive. Endowing each word and phrase with inner strength and subtlety. The sovereignty of the word lured from its hidden lair within and appearing charged from above, beyond emotion, yet felt. Empowered speech moves and clarifies. It uplifts in its utterance and mystifies. It is real sustenance and fills both speaker and listener with mutual transcendence. Empowered speech instills grace and truly faces reality, cuts through superficiality and eloquently lives. The inner presence conceived, all inner tension relieved, by the inner flame touched, lit. Looking after Miss Byerley. It is known, you said, but I'd been overthrown by doubt. I couldn't see my way out from fastening underwear to brushing her hair, doing and undoing buttons. I was a glutton for punishment, and sometimes it rubbed into despair. Was there fulfillment? Deodorant, creams, teacups, the ups and downs of caring. And I did care. I really tried to be fair. And through her frowning and dithering, I was very patient, but slithering into I know not where sometimes. Was it a crime to be at times irritated? I'd created the situation, and when I wasn't on top, it grated. I couldn't see her in a home. I couldn't abandon her to roam about in strange rooms. I couldn't exchange the relative brightness for the gloom of the unknown. I shouldn't anyway. I'd phone you up sometimes and escape to be reassured when I could hardly endure the tedium. The pendulum swung in mood as she messily got through her food. And then while doing up this or that, my mind totally on her and not her cat, her eyes spoke. I was disarmed. I awoke to see her soul looking at me radiantly. So calm, so serene, so loving, so pure. For a moment I was unsure, not knowing where to look. "You're looking at me," I blurted. I mistook you for an angel, I thought, and I skirted round the issue. But I'd seen the real being looking through into my eyes from beyond the skies. It is known, you said, and now I knew beyond any doubt that this is true. 2 travel poems. Ephesus. The site at Ephesus, the library monumental edifice with the emphasis on proportion, the calm streets with buzz of bees, the warm air and bluster of breeze, enough to take your breath away, so much ruined majesty on display. The auditorium's echoing stone, and Hadrian's temple still, white, muted in tone, with the pale beige dog that wanders in and out of the numerous sections, while tourists elated give individual inspections and conjecture as to when and how. So this great city stands now, a clod landscape. Marsh Arabs. The curve of the prow running out of the water, the wading cow knee-deep in running water, reeds for miles, flat expanse stretching, reed mats in piles, reed houses matching, reed fences enclosing the ducks and chicks, platforms composed of reeds feet thick, and the boat speeding downstream, the pole in hand, erect into the sky, the reflection deeper than the pole is high. Something other ventured into my flat. She had a different reality, an ethereal dimension. She was soft and sinuous, but her awareness stretched into other worlds. You could feel it. It felt ungrounded and shivered in the air. She was simply a cat, but her being extended beyond just here. He is such a reassurance, his certain recurrence, when I turn up there with idle moments to spare. Words spark together and flare into discussion. Laughter runs after and joins phrases with lyrical ease, pleasing the ear endearingly. He is such a reassurance, his certain recurrence there, when we mutually share each other's company with light-hearted commitment. I'll have to have a break.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. In fact, I was just